wonderful day, wonderful week starting. This always starts my week. Some people say it ends the week, but it's the beginning of mine. Please stand for the invocation and remain standing for the hymn. Dear Father God, we give thanks for this moment in time. We give thanks for your unending and limitless love. And we take a moment to feel that without reserve, without qualification, and in the Spirit's name. As we feel this continuous flow from us to God and God to us, we cherish and celebrate this today. Amen. Next is a reading by the pastor. This week I had something come back to me that I'd heard on a talk radio show. One person said that when you finally get what you want, it rarely feels like you thought it was going to. And that's been a little bit of what's been going on with me this week. This had to do with my spiritual work. I've been meditating on trying to become a more effective healer and a better medium. And I've been doing this about 20 years, and I'm still not satisfied with how it works with me. I'm sure other people are, but you have to set a bar for yourself and move towards it. And as with anything else, be careful what you ask for, because you just might get it. What's happened with me is I've started getting requests from people that I've never met before to do healings on them. And as in when I started my healing ministry, it's not the sinful cases. It's not people who are a little distressed or want a little comfort. I'm meeting somebody today who's coming from Kissimmee, and he's bringing his son with him. And his son has this really odd disease I've never heard of. It's where his red blood cells overproduce, and it puts so much blood in his system that it thickens his blood up, and his heart can't pump it. And the kid's only like in his mid-30s, and the doctors can't figure out what's doing it. They can't figure out how to cure it. They just keep drawing blood out of him. So his dad's bringing them to me to have him get a look at, and they've already told him, we don't know what to do to you. We can't do anything for you other than just keep drawing the blood out of you as it overproduces. So this is what's before me today. And about a week ago, somebody came to me and they brought a niece with them, and she had this fluid on her brain that kept producing. They didn't know why it was producing. They'd draw it out with a syringe every time it filled up so much in the back of the head. And again, another miracle, a mystery unknown to the medical science world. And I worked with her and had pretty good success with that. So, but when these people come to you, it's really a challenge to you as an individual. If you ask for this, this is what comes to you. And I'm sure we all have this happen to us. We ask for something and it comes to us in a fashion we really didn't think it was going to come in. And we think it's going to be happy and nice, and we're going to be able to just be this great person and move through it. But there's always personal growth with these situations. Most of these people are financially and emotionally bankrupt. They come to me because there's no other avenue before them, no other opportunity before them. And it's okay, but it's not, because you see the hopelessness in their eyes. You see the panic like a person drowning, reaching for somebody saving them and hoping they can save them. So there's a lot of emotion that goes into these things. So I'm just telling you, if you choose to be a healer, it's a rewarding path, but it's also a very challenging path at times, because you see people in these states and conditions. So I guess my purpose for my talk today is to meet the opportunities where they come to you at, meet people where they're brought to you at, and look for God's purpose with it. Realize that you're an instrument of God no matter where you're at, no matter what situation you find yourself in. And be willing to make what little effort you're able to make, what little effort you find yourself capable of doing, And sometimes in these helpless and hopeless situations, I haven't managed to produce a curative effect in everybody who's come to me, but everybody that was grateful for the time, grateful for the compassion that you show in that moment while they're there, because they feel that somebody cares. They're not inundated with these professional opinions and these long faces and paying out tons of money to get that. And they're happy to feel that human compassion when they come to you. We all have that ability to reach out and touch somebody in the human sense. And that's the part of the human side of us that God uses. Usually it gets in the way and gives us a fit with fear and anger and things like that. But when it comes time to touch somebody, it's the human side of us that makes God's connection to them. And God works through that human touch, that human side. So don't try to suppress the human side all the time. Allow it to come through. Allow yourself to be used as a tool of God. Thank you. The next portion of the service is the healing portion. Like Judy and Marty take the places behind the healing stools. This is where you take a seat in the healing chair and receive direct contact and remind God to you for healing curative effects. So please avail yourselves of the chairs as they come vacant. Ashton's going to do the meditation, and you'll hear this during the service. That will mean that the chairs become vacant. You can take one of them.
Morning.
Good morning.
Can you hear me well? Let's get ready for the meditation. Find a comfortable position to sit, where there is no tension or strain on your physical body. Straight on the ground, arms up in your laps. Taking a few deep breaths. Each breath in and out, relax your body. Breathe in and breathe out. With each breath, feel your body becoming more and more relaxed. Let go of all the thoughts in your mind, any concerns, any worries. Just let it go for now. And bring your focus and your awareness to your breath. Just engage in the mechanism of your breath. Of God, mighty I am presence. I now call forth the divine healing energy to be here at this time and to provide each one of us with the healings that we need for our mind, body, and spirit. As we call upon the law of forgiveness, we forgive all those who have hurt us. We forgive those who have caused us pain and suffering. We forgive and we detach with love. We let go emotions of fear, anger, resentment. We let go of whatever is holding us back from advancing spiritually. Any situations, friendships, relationships that are holding us back from achieving our highest potentials. We recognize them now, and we let them go to the light, to the light of God that never fails. And we surrender to God, God the omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient, to be in charge of our lives, our existence, our soul and spirit, while we are here in this physical plane on earth and beyond. In the name of universal Christ consciousness, we ask for protection, and we accept it as it's done. While you are breathing gently, shift your awareness slowly up to your forehead and focus the center of your forehead. Become aware of your third eye chakra. As you look through your third eye, see an influx of golden energy coming in to your forehead. Beautiful golden healing energy circulating slowly the top of your head, the crown of your head, healing and clearing your mental body, feel the energy moving slowly around your brain, your right and left hemispheres, healing the neurons in your brain, and opening the communication between your right and left hemispheres. Awakening your intuition, the divine wisdom within your soul and spirit. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel the energy moving down to your throat, healing and clearing your throat chakra, balancing, enabling you to speak divine truth. Feel the energy moving down to your shoulders, extending to your arms all the way to your fingers, fingertips. Feel the energy moving back up to your chest, circulating around your heart chakra, the center of your chest, and healing all the emotions of pain and suffering, and filling it with love, unconditional love and compassion. Follow the golden energy that is moving gently inside your physical body, down to your lower body, around your back, down to your knees, to your feet, and see it going out through the bottom of your feet and extending deep into the ground, anchoring you to the earth. Send healing for those who are in need for healing. Envision those, any family member, friends, anyone that you may know is going through hardship, health challenges, relationship difficulties, anything. Just open your heart and your mind. Envision these people and send this golden healing energy to them wherever they are. See them receiving this healing energy. And as they receive, they are also healed and filled with God's condition, love, and compassion. Bring the energy also to the earth and send your love and healing to Mother Earth. The earth in a harmonious place and peaceful. Embrace this vision in your consciousness, in your emotions and your feelings. As you start coming back to your third eye, let go of the golden energy and slowly come back to your physical body and engage with your physical senses. When you're ready, you can open your eyes and be here now.
Close this portion of the reading. You need to be constantly charged by the power and the Spirit of God. Commune with God in quiet times until life from God, the divine life, by that very contact, flows into your being and revives your fainting spirit. When weary, take time out and rest. Rest and gain power and strength from God, and then you will be ready to meet whatever opportunities come your way. Rest until care, worry, and fear have gone. Then the tide of peace, serenity, and love will flow into your consciousness. We'll stand for the next hymn. And today, Reverend Ronnie Austin will be the lecturer. Ronnie and I have known each other, I don't know, 15, 20 years, something like that. Bumped into each other on and off over the years until several years ago, and then we hooked up, started this church. We speak most Mondays about what we felt about the service, and if we think there's any way that we can get more energy into it, more hope into it. And, I get a lot of comments. My son, he's out in California, he told me how much he likes the passages that I put at the beginning of every email. Ronnie said he likes those also. And it's just every time I get inspired, or Ronnie gets inspired to do something, we add a little bit in, trying to make the service just a little bit better each time. And then you wonderful people come and celebrate it with us. So it's always nice. And today, Ronnie's going to be giving us, I always like that Southern Baptist background he's got, because he gets to be a little bit straightforward sometimes. And delivery's right off the shoulder, just like a right cross punch, you know. It's a good way to have it said to you sometimes, but he always is very compassionate and very honest about what he feels. So please welcome Ronnie Austin.
Thank you, Lou. I'm feeding back. Wow, good morning.
Good morning.
Boy, have I got some stuff for you today. I'm not trying to scare you. Is that better? That's okay, right? You girls are going to love this one. One day, 3 men were hiking, and they came across this raging river, and they had to get across. Okay? So the first one said, well, God, please give me the strength to get across this river. And poof, man, he had muscles and his legs got strong, and he started swimming across that river. And he liked to drown about 3 times, but finally he made it across. Well, the second man, after viewing this, said, well, God, give me the strength and the tools I need to get across the river. And poof, he had a rowboat. Well, he went across, liked to capsize it a couple of times, but finally made it across. Well, the third man, after seeing all this and viewing everything, said, God, please give me the tools, the strength, and the intelligence to cross this raging river. And poof, God turned him into a woman. I'm not done. I'm not done. She looked at the map, walked upstream a couple of 100 yards, and crossed the bridge. Today I told you like that. Today I want to talk to you about living a more positive and expectant life. I've spent most of my life trying to be positive about things even when they're not positive. But Jody will tell you, I've always had a glass that's half full. I mean, I'm just trying to find the best in whatever it is. And it's tough sometimes in this world, especially with all the negative news that we hear and all the negative things that are just going on outside of our world. And part of living a positive life is knowing that you have God in it. And even though tough times come, they never last. The atheist walking through the woods, he says, wow, look at these majestic trees here. Wow, listen to those beautiful birds singing. And wow, look at all the gorgeous animals, and look at this beautiful river. And about that time, a bear jumped up, about 7 feet. Roar! So the guy starts running up the path. He's looking over his shoulder. Oh my gosh, the bear's gaining this poor atheist. Well, he stumbles, falls to the ground, And he rolls over to try and pick himself up, but by that time the bear has pounced on him. He's got his left paw on his chest and his right paw just about to take the swipe when the atheist says, "Oh God, please help me." And about that time, the bear froze. All the sounds in nature silenced. And then this light beamed down on him. And it says, "You have denied my existence for all these years. You've teased all these other people that I don't even exist. And even credit the world to some kind of cosmic explosion. Do you expect me to help you out of this predicament? Am I to consider you a believer now?" The atheist said, "Well, it would be a little hypocritical of me at this point to ask you to save me now. And so maybe you could just make the bear a Christian." God said, "So be it." Poof. The next thing you know, the bear's kneeling down on his knees. He's bringing his paws together. And he says, "Lord, bless this food for which I'm alive." Today, if you're taking notes, I want to give you 7 practical steps on how to change your mental attitude. And they work. Okay, these steps work. Everything's in 7s, right? So, number 1, for the next 24 hours, I want you to deliberately speak hopefully about everything. Okay? About your future, about your finances, about your health. Deliberately, for the next 24 hours, I want you to speak positively. And after you do that, I want you to do it for the rest of the week. Okay? It's hard to be realistic, which is being a pessimist in a lot of ways. It's hard to be that when you're speaking nothing but, "Thank you, God, for the blessings. Thank you for the positive life that I do have. Thank you for the good health that I'm getting. Thank you for the things that I'm receiving." It's hard to be negative. Number 1. Number 2, after speaking hopefully, that was number 2, sorry. Number 3, you must feed your mind with positive thoughts. There's an old saying, garbage in, garbage out. I think that's a computer term. Right? There's something that you must avoid, and that's negativity. Remember the 3 R's in the school? Right? Reading, writing, arithmetic? Okay, well there's 3 C's. The 3 C's are don't criticize, don't condemn, and don't complain. These are diseases of the mind. They're also negatives. You ever been around somebody complaining all the time? You can't wait to get away from them, right? I mean, or if they're criticizing, that's all they do, just criticize constantly. Can you believe this and can you believe that? You can only handle so much of that. Even after a while, you may start joining in and going, "Well, you're right." I mean, we want to hang, right? There's talking about criticizing, complaining. There's a father and a mama listening to their 8-year-old son practice his trumpet. Next to him is the family dog, just howling away, just howling. Finally, the father says, "Son, do you think maybe you could play a song that the dog can't sing along with you?" Number 4, commit to positive phrases. In the Bible passages, you can find anything on positivity. And I don't know why I'm just reverberating. But in Mark 11:24, it says, "Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it, and so it is, and so it will be." And there's been many phrases like that put out, but that's, believe it. You've got to believe it. You want positives in your life. If you want things to happen positively in your life, you have to believe that they will happen. You have to have that faith. Number 5, This is not too hard. Make a list of some positive friends of yours. People that you go, wow, and those are some positive people. And then start trying to develop a relationship with them. I'm not saying disown your negative Nellies and your friends like that, the negative Nicks. But I am saying turn it down a little bit. Let them slide, until you're strong enough positively to handle them. Yeah? Make sense? Number 6, avoid arguments. You know who the only person is that actually hears both sides of an argument? The neighbors. Okay, so avoid that. Whenever there's a negative argument, try to find a positive in all of that negative. Number 7, pray a great deal, and always let your prayers take the form of thanksgiving. Thank God for all the things that you do have. Thank God for this moment of time that we share together. Thank God for the car that made it to and from work today, right? With no flat tire and didn't run out of gas, right? Thank God for that. The negative driver that just cuts you off. Who was it we had in here a while back? Was talking about, it was Diane Davis who was talking about this little lady that had the nerve to just pull in front of her and just slow down. And she just couldn't believe all the things that she was doing. And then she turned into the church parking lot. Remember that? She was just rag-a-sacking there, boy. Right? Remember this? Gotta be careful. Gotta be thankful. Great blessings. Wonderful things will happen. It says in Matthew 9, verse 29, according to your faith, be it unto you. The secret to a happy life is just to cast out a lot of your old habits. 2 things drive your behavior. One is pain, the other one is pleasure. And in the psychological world, you think about it. We run from the pain of whatever it is so that we can get back over here to the pleasure side of it. Correct? Now, when I was putting this together, I was thinking about the pain that I would have if I came to service today and said, Steve, I don't have anything prepared today, man. Gosh. Didn't feel like it for whatever. That was painful. That would have been painful. So I opted for the pleasurable side of this thing and prepared something. See how easy that was? Abstaining from the chocolate bar. I have a weakness for chocolate. Hi, my name's Ronnie, and I'm a chocoholic. So the pleasure that I get from that chocolate is nice, but the pain that goes with it is when I go, gosh, this belt's getting a little tight. I wonder if it's the spaghetti I ate. Or so, you know what I'm saying, guys? We trade pain and pleasure. As you're changing your life to a more positive behavior, this reminds me of the story about the farmer. The old salesman comes up to the old farmer out in the country, drives down that dusty road and comes up, and I'm trying to paint you this visual. He's got the house, and he's sitting on the front porch, and the sales guy gets out, and he goes, hey, how do you do, farmer? I'm pretty good. And about that time, this old hound dog's laying over to the side, and he goes, boo! So the salesman's walking up and gets a little closer and says, how's the farming been? He says, oh, pretty good. We're having a good crop this year. Boo! The old hound dogs. He says, Mr. Farmer, what in the world is wrong with your hound dog? He's in so much pain. He goes, yeah, he's just like a lot of people I know. He'd rather lay on that nail and complain about it than get up and move. And aren't we like that sometimes? Sometimes we talk about, man, these shoes are killing my feet, but I sure do look good on them. I mean, aren't we do that? That's human nature. Okay, so stop complaining, right? Don't criticize, don't condemn, don't complain. Take care of your R's and your R's, 3 R's. Change is kind of like exercise. Any of you ever done a push-up? Okay, great. So, you know how it felt, right? You hadn't done one in a long time. You hit the floor, man, I am getting in shape. You get that first one out, and then here comes the second one, and then here comes the third one, and it's hurting. So we go back to what? The pleasure, right? Whew, that's enough for today. Then what do? Tomorrow you go back and you do the push-ups again. First one was pretty easy. Second one wasn't quite as bad as yesterday, but then the third one is going to hurt a little bit. But you have to push through your negative habits in order to gain the positive ones. And then the positive results of all those wonderful push-ups becomes, hey, check me out in the mirror, right? Practice. This is something I'm going to give you something to do tonight before you go to sleep. Practice emptying the mind daily. Now, some folks have no problem with that because there's nobody home anyway. But for everybody in here, that does not apply. Okay, so you're a little bit of a higher mind, otherwise you wouldn't be here. The last 5 minutes before you retire is the most your mind is the most receptive to suggestion, those last 5 minutes. It tends to absorb the last thing that's on your mind. And you know what I'm saying? If you go to bed fretting about something, you'll wake up, you have dreamt about it, or you're still fretting when you wake up in the morning, right? You flip-flop, toss and turn all night. So you have got to clear that mind those last 5 minutes. And here's a suggestion. With God's help, this is what you're going to say. With God's help, I am now emptying my mind of all pain and of all fear and all sense of insecurity. And what you want to do is say it 5 times. And once you've done that, then I want you to finish with this. I believe that my mind is now empty of all fear and all anxiety and all insecurity. And then, thank God for the day that you had. Yeah? Remember, thoughts are things. We are the co-creator in this universe. We're going to get a new microphone next week. We're supposed to get it this week. Emerson said, a man is what he thinks about all day long. You can become ill by your own thoughts, yes? How many people have we known got sick? Of course, they're negative Nellies or negative Nicks, right? They're just, well, I just won't ever seem to feel good anymore. Imagine that. You can heal yourself by your thoughts. You can change the conditions in your life by your thoughts, positively. In three words, believe and succeed. Believe. Conceive what you want and achieve your dreams. Many years ago, I could not believe and I could not have fathomed as a young man that I would be standing up here today talking to you, doing what I do, and playing the guitar and singing praise and worship. Very far from my mind. But through time, through many years of playing the guitar in churches, in the praise and worship band, kind of behind the scenes, and just having a good time with it, everything evolved. And then we evolved to this point in our life. So I never thought that I would be doing something like this, or standing in front of you. Because next to death, this is what most people fear the most, is standing in front of a crowd of people. It's a deadly fear. And the first time I ever stood in front of a group of people with my guitar in my hand, I had my back to them the whole time. Occasionally I just looked to see if they were still there. But I mean, I have a lot of beautiful things to be thankful for. I'm so thankful for you here at this church. It's a positive start for my week. I get a lot of education coming here. I listen to all of you share your thoughts and ideas. We have many speakers that come and go up here that share some wonderful ideas and philosophies about life. So I'm very thankful for that. I'm thankful for my wife of 33 years. I'm thankful for Peggy and Steve. Without Steve, none of us would be sitting here today because he was the one that conceptualized this idea. And thanks to Manny for providing the building. So, and thank you for showing up every Sunday. It's more of an honor than you would believe. I want to close with this, and it's called Words to Live By, Mother Teresa. People are often unreasonable, illogical, and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you are kind, people may accuse you of being selfish, ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you're successful, you will win some false friends and some true enemies. Succeed anyway. If you're honest and frank, people may cheat you. Be honest and frank anyway. When you spend years building whatever you spend, someone could destroy it overnight. Build it anyway. If you find serenity and happiness, they may be jealous. Be happy anyway. The good you do today, people will often forget tomorrow. Do good anyway. Give the world the best you have, and it may never be enough. Give the world the best you got anyway. You see, in the final analysis, it is between you and God. It was never between you and anybody else. God bless you. Oh, yeah.
Use a little bit of psychology on about that microphone. That's usually the one that I wear. I've been telling him for 2 weeks he needed to get a new microphone, so I'll let him wear it today. Really nice lecture, very interesting. It's on tape, so I'll be sending that out if you want to review the 7 steps again. Time for we're going to change the order of the service a little bit today. There's a world meditation for peace and harmony that starts at noon, and we would like to do a short meditation to be a part of that. I'm going to ask Ashley to come back up, and she's going to lead us in a global meditation process for about 5 to maybe 10 minutes so that we can all feel a part of that world movement.
So much need for peace. There is so much need for love. Take in a deep breath. Close your eyes. Find that peaceful presence that is within. Feel the peace within. As you breathe in and out, feel your body. Breath with peace. Embrace this peace in your consciousness, in your being, and be the peace. Feel the peace. There is so much unrest around the world. There are chaos around the world. In order to bring a change in the consciousness of humanity, we must first be the peace. Be the peace. Wherever you are, whatever you do, be the peace. Raise your consciousness to the higher levels. And try to connect to the universal consciousness. And with your intent for peace, connect to the universal consciousness. Envision the entire globe and send out your intentions for peace. Feel the motion of the peace with your breath as you connect. Envision the countries around the globe. Envision the humanity everywhere. And connect with their breath. As you breathe peace, they also are connected to peace. Connect your breath with the ocean. And intent for peace. Connect with the forests. All the animals. See Mother Earth in a peaceful and harmonious place. Breathe peace. Intent peace to the whole world. Let peace prevail on earth. Let peace prevail in humanity. Feel this motion of peace everywhere around the world. People are gathered in groups. Feel the peace that is connecting us together. Feel the unity, consciousness. Feel the peace. Envision the earth bright with brilliant light. Harmony. Merge into the consciousness of humanity and be the peace. Be the change that you are for peace. Let there be peace on earth. Let it begin with us. Let there be love on earth. Let it begin with us. Let there be light on earth. Let it begin